why don't we go next to Vincent from Los Angeles? What's going on in LA these days, Vincent?
Oh, nothing, nothing much. I haven't been outside in a while,
All right.
personally.
It's good to get some of that vitamin D,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to call in and ask, basically, like, I listen to your show a lot, and it's an honor to speak to you.
Pleasure.
And um, a lot of things outside is really like, I don't know, listening to a lot of what's going on with the sort of purging of the Republican Party, and um, gets me, and what's going on with climate and COVID gets me really nervous. And I was wondering if you could maybe talk about things that have been going on that might give you like hope as to things getting better in the world.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's like if what might be useful for you and maybe others is sign up for a good news newsletter. There are a lot of these which just tell you about good things that have gone on. You look at how long are people living on average after being diagnosed with all types of cancer. Survivability has gone up. You look at, you can find positive things that are going on. Look at the continued increased efficiency of solar panels, for example, or look at the way in which many countries have shifted more and more towards alternative energy. You can definitely find that stuff, but it's also a reality that there's a lot of really bad things going on right now. I think it's important to kind of see both.
Yeah.
Now, I'm
Yeah,
curious when you
absolutely.
say you're not going out because you're depressed about all these things that are going on and you're just staying home, right? Are the two things you mentioned, they're separate issues?
To some extent.
To some extent. Oh, are you like kind of depressed and just not leaving your house?
Uh just dealing with some social anxiety. I don't know, like, one of the greatest things
Oh.
that's caused me fear is like in particular, like the fear of nuclear weaponry around the world.
And that's making you stay home in some sense?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much I want to talk about it, but yeah.
Wow. I mean, on a very practical level, do you think you're safer from nuclear fallout at home rather than, down the street at a cafe? Because it seems either way, if there's nuclear fallout, you just might be screwed. I don't know. I don't know that I would worry that much about it in that way.
That's a very good point.
I guess I'm just thinking like if there's a nuke that's going to be dropped, I'd almost rather be at the basketball court or at the pond rather than in my house because either way it's going to be bad and I have no control over it. That's my thought.
Yeah, yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah. Try to get out
Um,
there. Maybe take a 10-minute walk today.
yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do
I
that right
like that.
now, and I'll take a look at some of the things you mentioned as to positive signs
Let's
of
do it.
change in the
Let's
world.
do it. And I want to hear from you again. Okay. Let me know how it goes.
Okay, thank
All
you
right.
very
Very good.
much. Great talking to you.
We got to get out there. That's sad. That makes me sad. We really, staying at home in order to avoid the bomb. I mean, I'd rather be having a cappuccino. I think that's the situation for me.